Good morning. So today I wanted to talk about loneliness, and particularly the psychology behind loneliness. It's often perceived to be something negative, and people often will take advantage of that for themselves, and will keep it as a negative thing. But actually, I wanted to talk about the positivity of it. Everybody feels lonely from time to time. It's perfectly normal. It's a normal human emotion, and we shouldn't be afraid of that. It's what we do with it that matters. So I've been travelling on my own for the last month, and within that, yeah, there have been moments when I've kind of thought, okay, I'm on my own. This is a bit tough, but I see it as an opportunity. It's a chance to, to actually get out, to motivate myself, to get out of my own comfort zone, to go out and meet people, and go to the gym, get out in nature, go for a walk, all that kind of thing. And benefit from that, and basically get out of your own way. So rather than sitting at home going, you've got nothing to do, whatever, which is where we often go when we get those feelings, actually just thinking, well, okay, this is a chance for me to actually find something else within myself. The other thing which you can do within loneliness is to sit with it and just be comfortable with it. Now, as a child, my father died when I was 4 years old, and I was brought up by my mother, which wasn't always easy because of issues that she had going on within her own life. And I had older siblings, but they were all a lot older than me, so I didn't really see them. So I really was just on my own with my mother. And there was always a kind of emptiness within me as a result of that, and a result of losing my father as well, so young. And I've learned over the years how to cope with that, and how to use that, and how not to be a victim of it, and to actually embrace it. So sometimes I'll let myself go into it, because I know it's transient. These kind of emotions always are, they always shift. So I let myself go into it, and I kind of sit with it and go, okay, this is fine. You're allowed to feel like this sometimes, Tara, it's all right. And then I look inside myself. I look into my soul, my heart, whatever it is you want to call it. I look into myself, and I embrace it, and I let myself love that side of things as well, because you have to love all aspects of the self. If you don't love all aspects of the self, you're always going to struggle. And I've found by learning to love the negatives as well as the positives, you feel much happier. So even when the negative emotions do come along, you're okay with it. It's good. It's cool. So a lot of people, when they get these emotions, they kind of use it as an opportunity to wallow, for want of a better word. So they'll overeat, and they'll say, "Oh, I was feeling lonely, so I ate a bar of chocolate, or I did this, or I did that." They drink too much. They go to the party. They stay longer than they should, and they do something they regret. These things happen. But it's our choice as to whether or not they happen. And if they do happen, okay, you sometimes have to just live with the consequences of that. But understanding where it's coming from, and understanding that it's okay. And when we actually accept our negative emotions, or what we perceive as negative emotions, then we actually grow out of it, and we actually start to grow ourselves as people. So therefore, it lasts less time. When we wallow in it, when we allow ourselves to go into it, and we allow ourselves to have a pity party that goes on for a month instead of a day, or whatever it happens to be, that's when it becomes an issue. That's when we start switching to victim mentality, and that's when everything becomes everybody else's fault. I'm lonely because. If you're lonely, look in, sit with it, be comfortable with it, know it's okay, know it's going to pass, and know that it's up to you to change that, and only you. Nobody else can take away loneliness for you. We all know as well that you can sometimes feel lonely when you're surrounded by people. So therefore it's in you, it's not an external thing. So remember that, be aware of it, have that voice in your head saying that to you if that emotion ever hits you, and then think, okay, how am I going to turn this around? So this is to all of you. My travels are coming to an end fairly soon, sadly, and I'm going to be going back to the UK, but I will be coming stateside again soon, I hope. So I just wanted to share that with you because it's always interesting. Bill Bryson actually talks about exactly that in his books, Notes from a Small Island and all this kind of thing. Because obviously he's travelled alone a lot. So it was just something I kind of felt today, and I just felt that I wanted to share it with you. And I hope that this gives somebody something. And thank you for listening. So this is Tara on Motivational Monday, let's call it, and talking about psychology of loneliness and how to embrace that. Okay, lots of love. Bye.